again, everybody, for joining us this afternoon. Again, once more, just to kind of reiterate, my name is Sarah Miller, an account executive with ISG. And what we're going to do today is go over a high-level demonstration of ISGweb, which is now being offered as a SaaS offering or software as a service. A little bit of background information, kind of the history. ISGweb was developed in 2004 with iMIS version 10.4, and it's been continuously upgraded with each new version of iMIS. And so now it's actually compatible with iMIS version 15.1. The primary objectives, there were certainly many objectives for developing ISGweb, but the primary objectives were really to make a more flexible product in terms of the look and feel and how it fits directly into your website. Also reflect your own business roles in iMIS. Examples of that might be automating calculations for member applications or registrations. And finally, we really wanted to create a product with an easy path to upgrade. ISG really specializes in integrating your iMIS database with your association's website. So as I mentioned a moment ago, ISGweb is being offered as a SaaS offering. And so I just wanted to point out some of the great advantages of a SaaS offering, which is software as a service or in the cloud. There's no software investment, no annual software maintenance cost. You do receive one free annual upgrade each year, and you're entitled to unlimited Tier 1 technical support. Additional information with regards to pricing and that kind of thing and specific information can be discussed in a follow-up call. Somebody will certainly be following up with you after today's webinar to answer any additional questions you may have. So over the last several years, ASI has introduced kind of a hodgepodge of different web technologies. And the reason they've done that is because they really made a commitment to keep their web technologies up to date, and obviously that's a great thing. We commend them for doing so. However, in the past several years, some users really needed a more robust web functionality than could be provided by ASI solutions alone. So some associations were developing or contracting for custom web solutions that use those ASI technologies, like the IBOs or the E-Series or the public views. Unfortunately, that's left many associations with kind of dead-end web technologies as ASI continues to introduce the new web technologies that replace the old ones. So when we began planning ISGweb, as you can see here, we began planning in 2003. One of our design goals was to be able to work with any new ASI technology that might be introduced and to be able to shield the users from that complexity. And with ISGweb, we've really been able to do that, and we really believe that we've succeeded and continue to do so. So before we begin talking about the specific functionality of ISGweb, I think it's very important to take a look at the multi-layered architecture of ISGweb. This architecture consists of 4 different layers, and we see here at the bottom the data layer, and then we have the integration layer, the business logic layer, and finally the presentation layer. The presentation layer at the top of the page, those are the pages that the user sees on your website. The pages are highly configurable without programming because nothing is hard-coded into those pages. The pages consist of placeholders that you can configure using a group of administrative forms so that every word can be changed. Fully formatted instruction text can be added anywhere on any page, and you can also set field-level security so that different types of users have access to different information. The business logic layer was designed so that the programming that controls ISGweb's actual transaction processing has a separate area for each association's custom procedures. These custom procedures can be used to trigger your own unique business rules anywhere a user presses a button. And then since our standard upgradable application logic is separate from this customizable logic, these custom rules never interfere with our upgrade path, and the upgrades never write over your customization. ISGweb's integration with iMIS is managed by the .NET Web Services that write to iMIS using ASI's own authorized IBOs. That's really so that you don't have to worry about data integrity. Because our integration layer is separate from the processing code, you can upgrade iMIS to different versions seamlessly without having, again, to recode those customizations. And as you can see here at the bottom, which is the data layer, ISGweb is designed to be compatible with both iMIS 10.6 and iMIS 15. And again, we'll be able to upgrade to future versions of iMIS as well. So here's an example of that presentation layer that I was just talking about. Again, the presentation layer is the layer that the user sees on your website. The ISGweb form in this example here extends from this gray bar at the top of the page down to the green bar at the bottom of the page. ISGweb is seamlessly integrated into your public website, and virtually every aspect of the plugin forms are configurable to accommodate your aesthetic choices as well as business rules. The data-driven forms are displayed as pages within your own site navigation and framework. So as a result, they not only take on the look and the feel of the rest of your website, it's really part of your website. It really helps to fit within the user's overall browsing experience. Your navigation and menus are always active, and ISGweb forms, again, are displayed as pages inside the same browser. Now, ISGweb is a comprehensive suite of about 20 .NET web modules that gives your members real-time e-commerce, directories, and database updates that are directly integrated into your iMIS database. You can see here a listing of all of the available modules with ISGweb, and we will certainly not have time to go over all of these modules today, but as I mentioned before, somebody will be following up with you after today's webinar, and we can certainly talk about any of the additional modules on a one-on-one basis. You can pick from any combination of modules. However, all of our modules do rely on these core modules: the unified login, create account, and view and edit profile. So these are the only modules that are required in order to implement ISGweb.